FirePower MPU driver board and sound and speech board, and I had the power supply also, so I repaired the power supply. The main issue with this board set was that some of the connectors were still kind of shabby, and so I replaced the rest of those. Somebody had already made the modification to this 6A board to use 3 ROMs, and they'd installed a 5101 NVRAM. So it boots up. I replaced the rest of the headers again, and I replaced the input power filter capacitors, both of them. And I replaced the headers on the soundboard also. So let's test the soundboard first.
FirePower 1, 2, 3, enemy deployed, mission accomplished, you are...
And since it'll go on like that forever, I just have to power off and power back on. Now, the switch that selects sounds or chimes was also broken on this, so I created a 2-pin jumper, and the upper position is the traditional FirePower sounds, and the lower position is chimes. So we can test those sounds individually. And then I could set it up to test any of the 31 possible sounds here, but I'll skip that part for now. Okay, that's enough of that. So let's put the game into test. Well, that's audits. Let me boot one more time. There we go. And display test is now running. And the displays are all good. The next test is lamp test. This little module is made by Hans at Siegecraft, when I'm not using the dumbass tester like this mess I've got here for testing 3 through 7 boards. I use that. Next test is solenoid test. These old system 3 through 7s don't have an A-B like system 11s do. So this will just march right through the first 16, and then it'll go to the special solenoids. All working correctly. I can trigger those special solenoids individually. Now, where is my ground wire? Right here it is. So I'm just going to rake across this connector, and we will see that all the special solenoid switch inputs work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are all working correctly. And the next test is switch test. So again, I use my Pennytech tester for this. And I'm just going to walk through column 1, all good. And then row 1. And the last switch on FirePower is switch 58. I keep track of those up here. So that is, I believe, the last test. Yeah, so we go back to audits. I can cycle through here, and we can just reboot. And we are back in business. So this board set is good to go. How about one more time?
FirePower 1, 2, 3, enemy deployed, mission accomplished, you are...
Rudy approves. Thanks for sending the boards.